Well, there are just 5 days to go until Election Day, and with their platforms now out, the leaders are highlighting some of their major promises. Nathaniel Dove has the latest from the campaign trail.
British Columbians could decide who is Canada's Prime Minister on Monday.
A day after the NDP leader was in BC, Liberal Chief Mark Carney also visiting the West Coast, competing for a province that might be up for grabs.
He's offering Canadians a fantasy of fiscal tricks and phantom growth.
Slamming opponent Pierre Poilievre, then repeating his own platform.
My government fully recognizes that to build Canada into an energy superpower, we need to get shovels in the ground with an urgency that meets the moment.
The Conservative leader again going tough on crime and promising 50,000 beds for addiction treatment. Poilievre also saying they'd enforce a new homeless strategy.
We will amend the criminal code to give police legal powers so that they can remove individuals who are a danger to public safety and clear public spaces where access is currently blocked by tents and temporary shelters.
The Tory chief saying a judge would have the power to give those charged with illegally occupying spaces a simple possession charge where appropriate.
He wants to criminalize people that got nowhere else to live. Tracks for Conservatives.
The NDP's Jagmeet Singh criticizing the Conservatives' proposal, then arguing again for government intervention to drop the price of housing and groceries.
These are companies that don't care. They're going to rip you off if they're able to, and we're going to fight back. So for Canadians and young people worried about that, we're going to put in a price cap on food prices, on food essentials.
Yves-François Blanchet targeted Carney Wednesday, a sign of the Liberals doing well in Quebec polls.
D'une part, avec des chiffres qui ne semblent pas fonctionner.
The Bloc Québécois leader saying the Liberals' platform numbers don't work. In the closing days of the campaign, the polls aren't moving much. The leaders trying to make gains where they can. Nathaniel Dove, Global News.
Okay, let's go back to Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre's homeless strategy and to get some local reaction to the announcement. Alyssa Carpenter is live for us tonight. Advocates here in Calgary, Alyssa, say this is nothing new.
That's right. They say it's nothing new, Joel, and they say it won't work. I spoke with Chaz Smith from Be the Change YYC. He points out that a lot of the things Poilievre is talking about, giving police powers to shut down encampments, are already things police in our city have the power to do. We've seen them shut down encampments in parks, along riverbanks, and in large green spaces. And once those camps are dismantled, the goal is supposed to be to get people into either transitional housing, treatment of some sort, or into safe, affordable, permanent housing. But Smith says without enough homes, this cycle will continue.
Homelessness and housing is a nonpartisan issue, meaning it's not a political issue. What it is truly is a human rights issue, and all of this stems to the fact that we just don't have the housing supply that is needed for individuals. So taking down encampments can be quite a process. The city has, a process that can take, 30 days to get someone, hopefully housed. But this is becoming more difficult, of course, with inflation, affordability, and just generally a lack of housing.
And for context, Joel, Smith says it cost about $80,000 per year in taxpayer dollars to care for someone who is experiencing homelessness, who may need other programming, versus about $30,000 for subsidies for somebody who could get into safe, affordable housing. Now, we did also reach out to the City of Calgary and Calgary Police Service for comment on all of this, but both declined to comment.
All right, Alyssa Carpenter live for us tonight. Thank you.